All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the off season where we watch exhibitions. Not all of the exhibitions. We just watch some of the exhibitions, the ones that have the craziest names. And I didn't even realize this was happening. I forgot this was on until yesterday. But Osaka's playing Sabalenka. They did play an exhibition in March. I think it was just before Indian Wells, which I remember, but I thought that I got confused because I thought that this was that, or I don't know. They were actually playing two exhibitions. They're playing this one, and then they're playing one in a couple of days in Madison Square Garden. And so is Kyrgios. I think Kyrgios Paul are playing in Madison Square Garden. But Kyrgios versus Shelton as well. So that's another one, is Nick Kyrgios is playing, which is kind of wild. The Alcaraz exhibitions are coming up over the next few days as well, so there's plenty to do. But how are we doing, Joe? What's going on? By the way, I know people have mentioned in the chat, so I've updated the badges so that it's like bronze, silver, gold ball for the first year, and then after that it's golden rackets, and then it's golden trophies. Just so it makes it easy for me to read and go, Now we can go back to just the tennis balls if you want, but I like the golden rackets. I think they look cool. Also, if you have I don't know if anyone has a golden trophy badge, but can't show the match because that is illegal. Fun exhibitions, yeah. Crazy enough, these two have only played once, officially. And that was back in 2018 at the US Open. It was a 3-setter. Both were outside the top 20 at the time. So, yeah, this is a match that we haven't had officially in 8 years. I like my golden racket, though I thought it was yellow. Well, your racket is bronze, which is like the third or the first of the three. But I can change it back. Like, it depends. It's up to you guys. You guys let me know. I changed it just because I thought it was cool. Well, that's loud. So this is happening in Atlanta. It's called the Atlanta Cup. I think that's the unofficial or the official name. And I don't know if they did this last year. They might have done this last year. Maybe? I don't know. Can't even get the color right. You like it more? I waited so long for the black ball. Like I said, I can change it back. Cool for a Saturday night. I didn't even know about this. I know, right? I didn't know. I forgot about this until. Well, I didn't realize this was a thing until like yesterday. But yeah. I can't show the match. I've replied to you 3 times. But yeah, Sabalenka Osaka. Now, if it wasn't Sabalenka, I mean, there's a lot of exhibitions. There's a few exhibitions going on this off season, but not all. We're not gonna watch all of them. But when there's the world number 1 playing, you gotta watch it. Also, Kyrgios is playing against Shelton, which I think is fascinating as well. Kyrgios coming back. We don't know how he looks. And then against Shelton, could be very interesting. It's a very interesting possible matchup. I don't know how Kyrgios looks, but yeah. Backing Osaka, okay. I was watching ITF and saw something about it. Yeah, something popped up on my radar a couple of days ago. But then also, I think last week there was a Madison Keys versus Venus Williams match that happened. I don't know where that was, but that happened last week. So yeah. And then tomorrow is Racket at the Rock, I think it's called. And that's the Alcaraz Tiafoe match, and then there's the Fonseca Alcaraz Miami match, and then also Sabalenka and Osaka are playing again at the Garden, Madison Square Garden, at the same time as Alcaraz is playing. So I don't know what we're going to do there, but when's Serena coming back? I don't think she is. I think she said that she wasn't coming back. Yeah, Mia's still on vacation. She's chilling. She is chilling. Oh yeah, and then the UTS is on as well. I forgot about that. I have no. I'm so bad at keeping up to date with that because I just don't. It confuses me. God, they've been doing UTS 16 times. Crazy. Yeah. UTS just when it's on, like someone mentions it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's on. I forgot that was on. But yeah, and I don't think I can get it in Australia, so I can't find it anywhere to watch. Why would Serena enter the doping pool? Probably, maybe because she wants to come play doubles. So she might come back, but it'd probably be for doubles. So I wouldn't say she's come back for singles. Or maybe mixed doubles? I don't know. I don't think she'd be coming back for singles. All right. Players ready. We're just warming up, and then we're ready to go. But yeah, does anyone know like what's going on with the Ultimate Tennis Showdown? Where can I see the results? Because I haven't seen anything. Like who is playing who and who beat who? Oh, so Rublev, Demonor, Rude, Humbert all got through. Oh, okay, I can see it now. So Demon's playing Humbert and Rublev's playing Rude. That's cool. I tell you, even though I don't watch it, they always get good players playing. Like it's always like it might be a lot different to like normal scoring and stuff, but normal tennis. But the UTS always get the best players. Like they're always getting Rude and Demonor always play Rublev. I mean, it's not like they get players outside the top 50. They're always getting top 10s. What's the deal with Kyrgios Paul? Well, that's happening in Madison Square Garden in a couple of days. It's just another exhibition. Yeah, Draper was supposed to come back and play as well, but he pulled out, which is a shame. It would have been good to at least see how Draper looked. Somebody else, Feast was supposed to play something, but he also pulled out. I think that's supposed to be in like a few weeks, though. Yeah. But wait, what have you been doing? Has everybody been missing tennis, or is everybody happy it's over? Has anybody done anything interesting since we last were live? Which I think was like a week ago. Over a week ago. I've been tennis deprived. Okay. Been watching Royal Melbourne, of course. What's Royal Melbourne? Should I know what that is? I'm waiting for Tanasi to come back if he ever does. Okay. How was my travels? It was great. my trip was great. I didn't get burnt, which was great. I wish it had gone for 2 weeks. That would have been nice. 2 weeks would have been better. The 1 week was enough, but like 2 weeks would have just been that little extra, a little bit more. Because now I've still got to wait like 4 weeks until the season starts. But no, it was great. Very, very fun. Watching F1, snooker, and darts. Yeah, I've been watching cricket. I watched a lot of football in the last 2 weeks. Too much. Yeah, I've been watching the Ashes. I've been failing at sneaking Christmas presents in my house. Golf, okay. I've been watching a lot of Serena and Novak old videos. Cool. It's bloody cold in Japan. Now I was in Japan this time last year. And it was cold. But yeah, Indonesia was so hot. It was humid and hot. But it was great. It was relaxing. I kind of got a tan, but you won't notice it because... But I didn't get burned, but I'm slightly less white, slightly less pale. So that's good. Did I go to Bali? I did go to Bali. When is the match going to start? It's going to start in like 30 seconds. You look pinker. Well, yeah. Yeah. I don't look so pale and sick. I've been starting to enjoy waking up no alarm. There you go. That was the best thing about Bali, was not waking up to an alarm. And also getting breakfast. Going down to the thing and going down to the restaurant and getting breakfast. It was so healthy. I was eating healthy for a couple of days. All right, here we go. Sabalenka's going to serve. Osaka, Sabalenka. They've only played once in real life. And now they're playing here. By the way, the scoreboard I kind of changed. I don't know if it looks good. You tell me. Sabalenka with a forehand. By the way, the camera angle of this exhibition, not the best. It's very, very awkward. Also, I don't know what the format is. If it's best of 3, best of 2, tiebreak. I don't know what the format is, but I guess we'll find out. I'm thinking it's best of 3, tiebreak, final set tiebreak, maybe. 15 love. I think maybe that's the situation. I don't know if the scoreboard's going to update. Hopefully it does. Fast 4 format. Don't joke about that. I think it's best of 3, 10-point tiebreak. That has to be it. I mean, that's the standard exhibition kind of thing. Is it Osaka hits a wide and it's 30 love. Let me see if I can figure out this scoreboard. All right, lovely drop shot from Sabalenka. Oh, Osaka almost hit a winner, though. She just missed it. 40 love. 40 love. But yeah, they've only played once in real life. Now, the scoreboard should be coming up soon. And Sabalenka again, winning the first game, 1 love. I feel that Sabalenka has the advantage. Yeah. What do you think about? Think of your World Cup group: USA, Paraguay, maybe Turkey. I think it's good. I mean, we've definitely had worse. We've had worse groups. Like we've had France and Netherlands and Spain and Brazil before, so I don't mind that. But we also don't have the best team. So yeah, I think it's a good group though. We could get out of the group. I don't think we've had worse. We've definitely had worse groups. So yeah. Why does it look like I have a potato next to my name? What? It's a tennis racket. Potato. 15 love. Why? Okay, let me fix this scoreboard. Please stop spamming. Sabalenka gets it back behind Osaka, and it's 15-0. I'll fix the score in a second. All right, 15-30. Sabalenka returns into the back of Osaka. Sabalenka backhand. Again to the backhand of Osaka. Into the forehand of Sabalenka as Osaka. Forehand again to the forehand of Sabalenka. Osaka goes down the line. Sabalenka slice. And then Osaka with a forehand again. The backhand of Sabalenka. Backhand to backhand as Sabalenka slice in the net. 30-0. I don't know if anybody is watching this. I don't know what it is. It just seems like this is a very strange. The camera angle's weird because it's kind of like off center and a little bit low. It's weird. I don't know. Like it's a little bit weird. So the backhand down the line of the forehand of Sabalenka. Forehand now from Osaka. Goes long. It's a weird camera angle. It's a strange angle. One love, 30-40 break point. Break point for Sabalenka as we slice again in the net and it's deuce. Now, I'm not sure if it's sudden death or we're just playing normal tennis. We're just playing normal tennis. Deuce. This could be best of three, like normal sets as well. I'm not sure. Sabalenka gets a backhand lob. Goes long. Advantage Osaka. As Osaka holds, and it's 1-1. All right, let me see if I can fix. Where is the thing? All right. There's a scoreboard. This isn't even live. How ridiculous. 15 love. Yeah, I'm making this up. That's... All right. 1-0. As return goes back to Sabalenka. Slice in the back of Osaka, who hits a slice in the line. Then Sabalenka hits a wide. Oh, the forehand, and it's 15-0. Shelton playing after this. Yeah, Shelton is playing after this. Shelton is definitely playing after this. Sabalenka 30-15. Feel like they're playing in a hotel ballroom. I'm not sure where they're playing. I know it's in Atlanta, but I don't know what the venue is. They're apparently playing in the Gas South Arena. As Osaka hits a return out, 40-15. So they're playing in Georgia, and it's the Gas South Arena, which apparently is a hockey stadium. 40-15. As the return goes for Sabalenka. Osaka with a drop shot. Sabalenka with a one-handed backhand winner. Okay. All right. 2-1. 2-1. All right. Two, one. Okay, where can you watch the match? Where can I watch the match? Where can I watch the match? Where can I? You can watch it on TV. All right. Cool. Cool. So yeah, so they're playing at this arena, which I've never heard of. They've never played tennis here, I don't think. Basketball is... This is a convention center, events hall, performing arts center. Yeah, UFC has been here before. They've done pro wrestling here. I don't think it's the home of any, like... Oh, here we go. The home of the Atlanta Gladiators, which is a team. And the Georgia Swarm, which is a professional lacrosse team. So there you go. All right, 30 love. LeBron's 10-point game streak came to an end. 10-point streak came to an end. Oh, wait. Getting 10 points minimum? That's crazy. 30 love. US Open final we actually wanted. This, I mean, yeah, we were this close to getting this as a final, wasn't it? It was so close. These two haven't played. They've only played once. Like, this is almost as ridiculous as the Raducanu Gauff head-to-head. Like, they've only played once. These two have only played once as well, which is, again... How have they not played at least 3 times? As Osaka with a great serve, 40-30. 40-30. Any ideas where I can watch? Sorry, I don't know where you can watch it. If you're in America, you can watch it on Tennis Channel. If you're not in America, I can't help you. All right, 40-30. Sabalenka forehand. Again, the forehand of Osaka is Sabalenka. Hits it out, and Osaka, 2-0. Are they allowed coaching? Are they coaches in the stands? Sorry, Osaka hit a beautiful cross-court forehand. I mean, it's an exhibition, so they don't need coaching. They don't need, like, coach. I mean, I guess, but, like, who's getting coached in an exhibition? Like, I don't think that is a problem. I don't know. The coaches are probably there, though. 15 love. See, I'm still not sure if it's best of 3 or if it's only best of 2 and a tiebreak. As Osaka, tweener from Sabalenka. And then Sabalenka comes in with a drop shot winner. Crazy. Crazy tweener by Sabalenka. $30 love. I don't know what Sabalenka... I mean, Sabalenka wanted to hit a tweener. She definitely was going to hit a tweener eventually. $40 love. All right, 40 love. As the return goes in the front of Sabalenka. Sabalenka puts it away. All right, 3-2. Sabalenka leads. I like the new scoreboard. It's only going to be for right now because it's the backup to the backup to the backup. This is a very temporary scoreboard. Okay. All right. All right. 3-2. So it is a best of 3, they're saying on the screen. So it is going to be best of 3. How's Sabalenka playing? She is playing well. No. This is an exhibition. Like this, like I know we've watched exhibitions throughout the year and we're like, Laver Cup's an exhibition, but it's not really. And then this is like as much of an exhibition as anything. So this is like, the result does not matter. If Sabalenka loses this or wins this, it does not matter. Like there is nothing, this does not matter. The result here does not matter. Trust it, like nothing. So if she plays like garbage, which no one in an exhibition plays bad. 6 King Slam, by the way, is also an exhibition, but is it really though? This is an exhibition. Proper exhibition. They're going to muck around, they're going to have fun, they're going to do tweeners, they're going to do silly things, and the result won't matter. Exactly. The result is totally irrelevant. It does not matter who wins or loses this match. It won't mean anything. Because when they play in Australia, if they play in Australia, it won't matter. Like this won't, we won't look at this and go, oh, but remember that. So don't take this seriously at all. This is not serious at all. As Sabalenka gets a forehand to the backhand of Osaka, into the backhand of Sabalenka. Osaka with a pass, Sabalenka with a volley winner. And it's 30-0. I'll tell you though, the next match with Shelton and Kyrgios, the result doesn't matter, but it will be interesting to see Kyrgios how he looks physically, because that's interesting. Even though winning, losing doesn't matter, it will be interesting to see how he plays and how he plays, right? Because he needs the matches, and we also haven't seen him play for so long, and he hasn't been physically he hasn't been able to play many matches. 40-30. Sabalenka's having fun, very unserious. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is I think this is one of those things where it'll probably go 3 sets and then they'll probably start trying at 4-4 in the third. That's the sort of thing. This is the sort of match that this is going to be, right? It's going to be Sabalenka's going to, they're going to have fun, and then eventually, when it gets to serious time at the end of the set, they'll start to try maybe. But they're not going to try 90% of the time. It's going to be just hitting the ball and having fun. As Osaka serves an ace, and it's advantage Osaka. But again, it doesn't matter what the result is. There's with a fault. Second serve. There's a forehand from Osaka into the forehand of Sabalenka. Lob goes up. Osaka comes in and puts away the smash. All right, 3-0. I'll tell you though, I can tell you this, that Osaka is definitely taking this more seriously. Osaka is definitely a lot less jokey about this match. She is, and when I say it doesn't mean anything, the result doesn't matter. We're not going to, we won't look back at this and go, oh, remember that epic match they played? No. Nobody's even going to remember this match. But I think if Osaka was to win, she could take some confidence from that. Beating Sabalenka, even though Sabalenka's not going to be trying her best, as if she's going to be trying a lot harder in Australia. But Osaka could try a couple of different tactics here and get an idea of how she could maybe play Sabalenka in a real match. There's always those things, tactical, things. Even though Sabalenka's not going to be throwing her best tactics today. Maybe this could still be something to it, But again, Sabalenka's going to be just having fun. And it's hard to know whether or not what you're doing. If Osaka was to win, it's hard to know whether or not she's actually if she's beating Sabalenka, who's going to be playing this way in a month. I don't think Sabalenka's going to be doing this. She just serve and volleyed. Sabalenka serve and volleyed. She's probably not going to be doing that in a Grand Slam semi-final. 40-15. It's a good serve and volley, though. With a serve to the backhand of Osaka. Sabalenka forehand. Osaka with a pass. Is a lob. Sabalenka with a great smash. All right, Sabalenka 4-3. She stays in front. All right, 4-3. Pardon me. All right. By the way, don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. I'm glad that we have these sort of things in December because even though it is nice to not watch any tennis, it is also there is nice to have an option that some of these players play these one-off matches, right? But I thank you, Kevin, for coming back as a member. Appreciate that. Love the racket. Nice. So yeah, what I did over the last week was and I've been thinking about this for a while because even though the ball looks cool, but it was just kind of a bit repetitive. It was just kind of we watch, the ball just changes color. And I was like, that's cool, I guess, but it would be cooler if it was like a totally different logo or a different badge. So now what it is at the moment, and we can change it back if you don't like it, but new members get a Tennis Talk badge, and then it's 1 month is bronze ball, 2 months is silver, 6 months is gold, and then after a year you get a bronze racket. And then at 2 years, you get a silver racket. 3 years is a gold racket. And then the 4 years, you get a bronze trophy. And then it goes from there. So that's what I changed. Because that way, if you have a racket next to your name, you've been here for 2 to 4 years. And if you've got a ball next to your name, then you've been here for about a year. So it kind of makes it easier for me to know as well without having to put out a cheat sheet of what everything is. But the racket is if you've got a racket next to you, you've been here for a while. You've been here for a long time. And if you've got a trophy next to your name, then you've been here forever. I don't think anyone in the chat's got a trophy next to their name yet. But that's the 4 year the 4 year mark. Yeah, 4 years is you get a trophy. All right, Sabalenka gets the 30-all. Another chance. I'm glad some tennis is back. Yeah. All right, 30-all. Oh, there you go. Surratt's got a trophy. So Surratt's been here for a while. Is it a backhand into the backhand of Osaka? Forehand from Sabalenka. Into the net. And it's 40-30. Osaka. I like the trophy. Racket looks like a hairbrush. Shut up. Don't say that. Looks nothing like a hairbrush. Double fault from Osaka and it's deuce. 42 days to the Australian Open. Man. All right, so return goes in the backhand of Osaka. Backhand of Sabalenka. Backhand slice from Osaka. Sabalenka hits the slice, comes to the net, but it goes long, and it's advantage Osaka. All right, Osaka to get level again. As Osaka double faults again. We're back to deuce. All right, as Osaka serves another fault. Second serve. Why do I feel like I won something? You did. As it a volley now from Sabalenka. Too good. All right. Advantage Sabalenka. Also, I've changed the name of the Tier 1 members and our club members. But you just have to wait and see what that is all about. So now if you're a Tier 1 member, you are a club member, and then it goes Pro, Legend, GOAT. So that's the levels now. As Osaka gets back to deuce. I think. Did she? Yep. So now everybody who's a Tier 1 member is a club member, which I think sounds better than that sounds cool. So you're a Tennis Talk club member. By the way, Sabalenka broke, and I totally missed it. My bad. Why did they show that replay like it was in? All right, Sabalenka breaks 5-3. How did Sabalenka break? I thought she hit it out. I look away for 1 second, and look what happens. 15-love. As Sabalenka serves a vault. Second serve. Your tree looks like it has spiderwebs on it. It does. It does have spiderwebs on it. As return goes in, the forehand of Sabalenka. Forehand from Osaka again. The forehand of Sabalenka. Osaka backhand. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Osaka with a slice. Sabalenka comes in with a forehand. Osaka pass. Sabalenka volley. It's too good. 30-love. 30-love. Sabalenka too strong again. 40-love to take the first set. Sabalenka trying to get the crowd involved. All right, 5-3, 40-love. Serve to the forehand of Osaka, and Sabalenka puts it away. All right, first set in the bag goes to Sabalenka. As my YouTube recap, Tennis Talk was #1 channel, and I'm in a 0.1% of viewers here. Sarath, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for watching the channel. You are in the 0.1% viewers. My recap, what did my recap say? Mine was a little bit all over the place. Why is it a Halloween tree? It's a Night Before Christmas tree. I noticed the skull on the top of the tree. That is correct. Here we go. What's my recap say? Any thoughts on Alcaraz Fonseca exhibition Monday? Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to watch it. So my top interest is tennis, then apparently cricket, music, and collecting. Cool. That's cool. It is a Nightmare Before Christmas tree. And apparently YouTube have defined me as sporty, creative, and resourceful for what I watch on YouTube. So, yeah, cool. Thanks, YouTube, for putting me in a box. All right. Aryna isn't even taking it seriously and wins the first set. How? Because it's an exhibition and you shouldn't take it so serious. All right. I have no idea who this random person is on the court, but there's a random person on the court and Osaka's not playing anymore. Who the hell is this? Who is this? I don't know who this is. Some random person has entered the arena. Must be a ball. Is it a ball kid? It's a ball kid. It's a ball kid. It's a ball kid. It's just a ball kid. It's fine. It's a ball kid. It's just a ball kid. It's fine. Yeah, this is a ball kid, I think. Maybe? Or a lines person. Is this going to be the last set? I think it is best of 3. So, it maybe? Maybe? Discord year in review is cool. I don't even know what that is. Why does every app have a year in review? Every single app. I can't find it. I don't know where to find it. I'm sure my year in review on Discord is just my one server. YouTube is saying, as of today, I have been on the channel for 5 years. I have never heard about you. Wait, I have been on the channel for 5 years? I never heard about you 5 years ago. Deb, I don't know what to say. What are your top 5 channels? I mean, we know what number 1 is. You won't know what number 1 is. Apparently, my top channels for this year were Pay Money Wubby, Australian Open, Papa Meat, Wubby Magic, and Big Tug. I don't think you would have guessed 4 of those. Yeah, 2025 was the year of Pay Money Wubby. And I'm watching his stream about right now on Twitch. He is doing a stream about 24-hour tag, and I'm watching it right now. Cam just made up 4 random channels. No, Papa Meat's a real channel. Big Tug? Yeah, Big Tug is a real channel too. So apparently in early 2025, the channels that I watched, Australian Open, and then cricket podcast, which makes sense. By the way, they're just doing there's a ball kid just playing with Sabalenka at the moment, so that's what's happening. Which makes sense because like in January I'm watching the Australian Open in cricket. And then in the middle of the year, apparently I was watching Lego videos and Pokemon card videos, which does make sense because I was watching those. And then at the end of the year, I was watching movie and TV show videos. Do I stream cricket? No. So yeah. So that's fun. That's cool. I never knew you watched cricket. I only watch cricket in January. Like I'm watching it now, obviously. I only watch cricket when it's in Australia because, and it's also coincides with like no tennis. Like watching cricket in the off season is it's the only thing on TV. Yeah, I would never do a cricket stream. I wouldn't not no. I would never do a cricket stream. Only tennis streams. Not a volleyball. I wouldn't do a volleyball stream. I did not see nor hear any of that except Australian Open. Okay. Where is it located? I think you click on your profile and it comes up in your profile. I think it's just called like the YouTube recap. All right. We're back after some shenanigans between the ball kid and Sabalenka. They played some points. I don't know who won, but I'm sure it was great. All right. Osaka serving first in the second. Somebody in the crowd caught the ball off the frame of Sabalenka. Nice. I'm eating this German cake that I can't pronounce. That's funny. All right, 15 love. Sabalenka gets a drop shot in the net. 30 love. A cricket match can go for days. That is true. That is correct. A cricket match can go for a long time. All right. 30 love. I don't know how quickly after this match we have I don't know how soon after this match we have the men's match, but yeah. I can't believe Aussie Man is not in your top 5. What's Aussie Man? Like Ozzy Osbourne? That goes out. Was that out or in? I was in by Sabalenka, apparently. All right. 30-15. As the return goes to the net, 40-15. Osaka holds. By the way, why did they change the scoring? Why did Sabalenka win a game? How'd this happen? Did they count the game that Sabalenka played against that ball kid as a game that she won? Wait, what? What is this scoring? All right, we're gonna do what? What happened? Somebody explain this exhibition to me. What happened? Osaka with a backhand winner, and it's 15, love 15. We're gonna just keep the scoring to what to the real scoring. Anyway, it's 15 all. 15 all. Sabalenka comes to net. Bounce smash. Winner from Sabalenka. That's awkward but effective. 30-15. Right, 30-15. Quality shot ATP Awards was great. Can't wait for the WTA one. Yeah, I'm not sure when that's coming out. Oh, by the way, underarm serve by Sabalenka is ridiculous. What a ridiculous shot. And it worked. She's hit a great tweener and an underarm serve. I mean, Sabalenka's playing this properly. This is an exhibition. But, that was crazy. She's done it again. But now Osaka comes to the net. No, she doesn't. She saved back. Okay, why did she do that? Sabalenka comes in and hits a front way tweener, drop shot winner. All right. Sabalenka is just, whatever, doing whatever she wants. She's played 3 crazy shots. Tweener, normal tweener, underarm serve twice, and then a front way tweener. And she's won all 3 points. Crazy. The score is 2-1, but I have no idea how to fix it on my screen. So, actually, maybe I do. Hang on. All right, let me... All right, now I fixed it. All right. 2-1 Sabalenka. Ugh. She won't do this in a final, though? Of course not. That would be crazy. All right. Sabalenka 6-3-2-1. Sabalenka comes to net. Up goes a lob by Osaka. Bounce smash. Nope. It was a drop shot winner. Sabalenka is playing ridiculous. She's playing real exhibition tennis. It's crazy. She... she is playing some crazy shots. Osaka serves underarm. Okay. And then a drop shot from Sabalenka in the net. It's good to see Osaka getting into it as well. Here in Atlanta, it's showing on Tennis Channel. Yeah. Apparently, I'm in the top 0.1% of viewers this year. Thank you. Anyone who's in the top 1% is crazy. We love you for it. 15 all. Sabalenka backhand to the backhand of Osaka. Sabalenka backhand again. Goes wide. 30-15. 30-15. Now, this exhibition is happening in America. 30-15. Double fault. 30. Oh, by the way, Chad, I got these. I got these in Bali. How cool are these? They're super comfy. All right. Is Sabalenka here to return winner? What happened? Now, is it a backhand from Osaka to the backhand of Sabalenka? Osaka backhand goes wide, and I think we get to deuce. Yes, we do. Deuce. They're great. Oh, they're so comfy as well. All right. We get to deuce. Whoops. And the return goes in front of Osaka. And Osaka gets a lovely winner down the line. Advantage Osaka. Gators for Ben Shelton. That's it. You almost bought tickets to go to this tournament, or this exhibition. Nice. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. 4 of my top 5 shows are tennis related. Tennis talk. Nice. Well, Sarath, you are probably the number 1 tennis fan then, because that's a lot of tennis. I mean, you're more than a fan than me, because I clearly don't watch tennis on YouTube. Sabalenka hits into the net 2-0. Here I am watching Magic the Gathering and streams and shit. All right. 2-2. Two all. As we just forehand from Sabalenka. I think she might have just missed it. Love 15. Love 15. Sabalenka serves a fault. Second serve. Mine listed tennis is number 1. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I finally got around to listening to that Agassi Roddick interview. I listened to it on the plane on the way home. So good. I could listen to Andre Agassi talk for hours. Can he go on the Joe Rogan podcast and do like 3 hours of talking, please? Can we get that? Why is Joe Rogan not getting Andre Agassi? Come on. For 3 hours? Come on. We need that. I don't listen to much Joe Rogan anymore. I used to, but I only listen to like people like maybe twice or 3 times a year when I listen to like hear something good. Like if he talks to like a director or an actor that I like. But he needs to get on Andre Agassi Joe Rogan podcast for 3 hours of Agassi talking about. Come on now. That'd be so good. That'd be so good. That'd be such a good idea. What a great idea. Anyways. Love 30, Sabalenka in trouble. But she hits a winner 15-30. 15-30. Sabalenka says a fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Osaka. Sabalenka forehand to the front of Osaka. It's a drop shot, but it's not very good. And Sabalenka comes down and hits a backhand out. Oh, that's probably the worst rally of the day. 15-30. 15-40. The Agassi Roddick interview was excellent. Love Andre and Andy. Hey, what's going on, kid? Yeah, it was great. I loved how Agassi was breaking down all his rivals. That was so fun. to hear him talking about like Federer and talking about playing Boris Becker and all these other guys, so good. Sabalenka gets a winner, saves one, 30-40. Like, I loved hearing that. That was my favorite part of it. Hearing him talk about like every player that he'd played. Loved it. Anyways, 30-40, still break point. Serving to the forehand of Osaka. Sabalenka forehand. Osaka with the backhand pass in the net. That was a little chance there for Osaka. Deuce. All right, fault from Sabalenka, second serve. Serve to the forehand of Osaka, forehand from Sabalenka again, the forehand of Osaka, sliced. To the forehand of Sabalenka, Osaka with the backhand pass, Sabalenka volley, Osaka pass. Oh, it just faded wide. Advantage Sabalenka. Advantage Sabalenka. To take the lead, Osaka comes to the net. Sabalenka with a pass goes long. And it goes back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. First serve was a fault, second serve. As Osaka return goes wide. Completely shanks it. I think it's advantage of Sabalenka, is it? I'd say Sabalenka is the perfect exhibition player. Like she's done the trick shots. She's done all the, she knows how to interact with the crowd. She knows how to interact with the ball kids. Like, she is the exact player that should be doing these sort of things. Like Osaka, she's getting into it, but she's not the type of player that, she's not the entertainer that Sabalenka is. Like, Sabalenka is made for this. Like, this is exactly, like, she can muck around with the crowd. She can have fun. She can do silly things. Like, Sabalenka is like, I can't think of another player on the WTA that would be on the same level as Sabalenka with like, maybe like a Venus, maybe Sabalenka Venus. Coco's pretty good too, though. Coco is pretty good in exhibitions as well. Like, she knows how, like, what it's all about. But Sabalenka is for sure the I don't know, is it the best exhibition player? I mean, yeah, she's outgoing, so she's, she doesn't mind, like, yeah, she's I don't know if the best player in exhibitions is the right word, but you know what I mean. Like, she knows how, like, this is what this, yeah, it comes naturally. This is like, yeah, this is her, like, yeah. She's an entertainer. Exhibitions are entertainment. Exactly. I'm going to the same players this Monday at Madison Square Garden. Wow. Yeah, that they're playing at Madison Square Garden this same. Shelton's not going, but yeah, Shelton is. They put in Tommy Paul instead. She gets into the spirit of it. Yeah. Like, she's just got that personality that matches, the entertainer, right? Osaka 30 love. Just helps that she's number one as well, right? I mean, that's just an added bonus. That she's the best player in the world, and she also knows it's like Alcaraz, right? I mean, Alcaraz is so suited to exhibition. By the way, I think they were both playing left-handed, and Sabalenka wins a left-handed battle. What the hell? 30-15. Like, Alcaraz is the best player in exhibition. Like, he knows how to do exhibitions in the men's side. And Sabalenka gets a one-handed backhand in the net, 40-15. Yeah, I think it's Tommy Paul versus Nick Kyrgios at the Garden. I think that's the lineup I saw as Sabalenka gets a backhand winner, 40-30. I think it is. You might have to double check. As the return goes into the forehand of Osaka, forehand from Sabalenka to the forehand of Osaka. Sabalenka with a volley. Osaka with a pass. Oh, Sabalenka volleys it long. It's 3-3. I feel like Bublik would be good at exhibitions, and Medvedev if he is good in a good mood. Yeah, they're also pretty good. But for somebody who ticks all the boxes, I think Sabalenka and Alcaraz are the best. They are. By the way, Osaka's getting Chris Eubanks to come on the court and have a hit. All right, Chris Eubanks is coming out he's coming out of retirement. He's coming out of retirement to play tennis against somebody. All right, Chris Eubanks is going to try and play Sabalenka. This is... here we go. Chris Eubanks is a tall dude. He has long limbs. Oh, underarm serve Sabalenka. Jesus. All right. You're in retirement, and I'm going to make you run. All right. Sabalenka serves a fault second serve. Yeah, isn't he 6'8" or something? He's just huge. But he's huge, but he's also just thin. As he hits a forehand down the line to the slice of Sabalenka. Forehand from Eubanks. Sabalenka puts up a lob. Eubanks smash. Puts it away. Eubanks is I will not lose this match. He played 1 point. He only played 1 point. He's I'm not playing any more points. That's enough. Osaka's please play the rest of the match. He's just I'm done. I won 1 point. I'm out of here. All right, love 15. Yeah, he's got long limbs. Does Chris Eubanks? All right, lob goes up, and the volley winner from Sabalenka, 15-0. It's a shame that we only got what is he like? He's only 30, right? He's only 30, I think. 29. He's only 29. He turns 30 mid next year. So it's a shame that we didn't get more of him, because I feel like he was such an interesting... Well, we really only got a Wimbledon quarterfinal, and he made 29 in the world, and he really only had a year where we got to watch him, right? I know he had injuries and stuff, but yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame we didn't get more Chris Eubanks, because I think he would have made a very interesting player with this new American group. I mean, he's in there with, he's in that part of that generation of Shelton and Paul and those guys. Not Shelton, sorry, Fritz. So it's a shame that but look, he got I'm sure part of his retirement not only was injury, but also he's got a pretty good gig on Tennis Channel. Like, he's done pretty well on Tennis Channel. All right, backhand goes wide by Sabalenka, 15-40. Yeah, he's great on Tennis Channel, but then if he plays, he can't be on tennis. Like, we won't get to see him on Tennis Channel, right? So it's kind of that weird thing where it's like, it would have been great to see more of him on the tennis court, but also we would have seen less of him in the comms box, and he's great at that. So it's like, I would have loved to see him a little bit more on the like another year or two. Maybe he'll come back. I mean, maybe he'll do Tennis Channel stuff for like a couple of years, and then maybe in 31 he'll come back. Like, he's only 29. He's not, he might be able to come back in a couple of years. But Sabalenka in the net. Oh, there's the break. All right. Osaka breaks 4-3. So maybe he does come back, but yeah. We really only got a taste of what we could have seen from Eubanks, I think. Yeah, he has like did he see a one-handed backhand? Like, he was just comes to the net. Like, he was just such a fun player to watch. For the time that that was a great Wimbledon run. That run at Wimbledon was awesome. All right. All right, 4-3. Osaka breaks. Anyone know what happened between Kyrgios and Shelton? They're playing after this. Well, shout out to anyone staying up late to watch this. Thank you for staying up. All right. Sabalenka hit it out. And it's... $15 is... it's 30-love. Is it a forehand from Osaka into the forehand of Sabalenka? Osaka's forehand again. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Osaka with the forehand again. Sabalenka in control. As Osaka forehand again. The forehand of Sabalenka. Into the forehand of Osaka. Sabalenka forehand slice. Osaka forehand cross-court winner. Beautiful shot. 40-love. 40-love. By the way, chat, what's a matchup that you want to see next year? It could be a matchup that we've seen a million times. It could be a matchup. We'll say WTA. We'll narrow it down to WTA matchup. What's a WTA matchup you want to see next year? And maybe if you want to go one step further, where do you want to see it? Like, do you want to see it on clay? Do you want to see it on hard courts, grass? Because, I mean, this is definitely a matchup I want to see in real life. Like, I want to see this match at, like, an Australian Open, right? This being a quarterfinal in Australia would be epic. Like, Melbourne, Australian Open, two-time champion versus two-time champion. Like, this would be an epic match in the quarterfinals of Australia. Or even New York, US Open. That would be fun. All right, backhand Sabalenka goes wide, and it's love 15. Sabalenka and Nisimova. And Raducanu. Ooh, yep. Sabalenka Swiatek Australian Open final. That would be fun. Osaka on Draver on a hard court. Nice. Gauff on Draver for me. Okay. Swiatek Sabalenka Slam final. 15. Oh. Krejcikova back in a Wimbledon final. Okay. All right, fault from Sabalenka. Second serve. Second serve. As Osaka hits it wide. 30-15. I mean, Gauff, yeah, we got to have Gauff Raducanu. I don't care where. We got to have that somewhere. We have to have that match at some stage, at some point, at some stage. That has to happen. We've only ever had it once officially. I mean, these two have only played once officially as well. Osaka Swiatek French Open, okay. Palini Osaka in Rome. All right. All right, 4-4 rally. Sabalenka gets a winner, and it's 5-4. Osaka's going to serve for the second. For the second set. Raducanu's form at the WTA Finals came out of nowhere. To be honest, it was great to see. She was off the rails for a while. Yeah, I think post Wimbledon, everything sort of just clicked because her coach was back being the main thing, I think. I think stability off court helps, like, definitely helped a lot. WTA finally releasing some good Raducanu videos. Are they? Okay. All right, 5-4. Osaka's going to serve for the second. It says best of 3, so I'm guessing that means they're going to play a whole third set, which is good. All right. Sabalenka went down. She's all right, though. All right, 15 love. There's a backhand into the net from Sabalenka. 30 love. I don't know why, but I feel like Mboko is going to have an incredible year if she's healthy. I agree. With you. As a backhand now into the backhand of Osaka. Sabalenka with a smash winner, 30-15. But I'm also wary of putting her in a top 10 or something because she does have a lot of points to defend too. By the way, Osaka did underarm serve and it was no good. I want to see Federer Rafa exhibition. Yeah, that would be fun. All right, 30-15. Mboko is 19, I think. Keys Pegula US Open final. Okay. Has it a 4-0 from Osaka. Goes long, and it's 30-0. /30. And Sabalenka gets a slice. Into the backhand slice of Osaka. Sabalenka forehand slice. The forehand slice of Osaka. Sabalenka backhand slice again. Goes wide. Set point Osaka. 40-30. 40-30. Also curious to see how Zhang comes back. Yeah. I mean, people are going to not... I might even put her in my top 10 next year because... Oh, Osaka with an ace to finish. All right, we're going 3. We're going 3. 6-4. Oh, wait, are they doing a final set tiebreak? Are they doing a match tiebreak? Well, great. I'm so glad that they said that at the start of the match. I'm sure they're doing a match tiebreak because Kyrgios and Shelton won't be on for another hour at this rate. Cam, did you hear about Potapova moving to Austria? No longer Russian. I did hear that. That was out of nowhere. I did see that. Austria is very yeah. Like that did kind of throw me off because I'm like, Austria. Does she must have Austrian like relatives? It was so random. Yeah. I mean, most of the Russian players go to Kazakhstan, right? Dasha coming to Australia was kind of random too, but yeah, Austria, that was like, oh, okay, because there's not, I mean, like Austria don't have a big tennis, like Australia you can understand because Australia's got a massive tennis, we got a lot of tennis, right? And we've got a long history in tennis, whereas Austria is like very, I mean, yeah, Dominic Thiem, and you can name all the players, but it's not very, it's not the biggest tennis, but so that's why I'm like, okay, well maybe that's because she has like one of her parents is from there or something, Yeah, and Castello is retiring next year, which is I'm not really surprised at that. All right, I have no idea what's happening. But anyways, backhand return into the forehand of Sabalenka, forehand from Osaka slice into the forehand of Sabalenka, Osaka backhand into the forehand of Sabalenka. That's a great shot. Osaka slice, Sabalenka forehand winner. And I think we're playing a tiebreak. I think it's a 10-point tiebreak. I think it is. All right, 1-0. I'm glad they, announced this before the match. I don't know how I'm going to show it on the screen. All right. Sabalenka 1-0. 10-point tiebreak to finish. As Osaka, great return winner by Sabalenka. All right, 2-love. Sabalenka. 2-0. As Osaka serves a fault. Second serve. Serving to the forehand of Sabalenka. Sabalenka in the net. Osaka on the board. 2-1. 10-point tiebreak. As with a forehand from Sabalenka, the backhand of Osaka. Sabalenka backhand. Win it down the line. 3-1 Sabalenka. I don't know if they're playing a doubles as well. I think I saw somewhere that they might be playing a mixed doubles. Did anyone else see that? Or is that, maybe I'm thinking that tomorrow. I don't know if they're playing mixed doubles now or next. So like next or after the last match of the day. All right, 4-1 Sabalenka. But then I know they're playing mixed. I think they're playing mixed doubles with the Alcaraz exhibitions, but I'm not sure if they're playing it here. As Osaka forehand down the line is a winner, 4-2. I'm not sure if they're playing doubles or not. Serve to the back of Sabalenka. Sabalenka return winner. All right, 5-2. They're not going to change ends, by the way, which is interesting. Maybe they forgot. 5-2. You know what's crazy, chat? Is that the second match was scheduled for, I think, 9. Oh, great pick up by Sabalenka, 6-2. The next match was scheduled for, what's the time? 7:30, 8:30? And it's almost 8:30. It's 1 minute away from 8:30. It's almost like they knew. Like Kyrgios Shelton was supposed to start at 8:30. That's in a minute. Sabalenka 7-2. She's 3 points away from the win. These two are playing in a couple more days in New York. They're going to play in Madison Square Garden as well. All right, 7-2. Serving the forehand is an ace. All right, 7-3. Serving to the forehand of Sabalenka. Osaka down the line. Sabalenka with a slice. Osaka backhand. Sabalenka puts up a lob. Osaka volley, but Sabalenka's there with another lob. And then Osaka forehand to the backhand slice of Sabalenka. Slice from Osaka. And Sabalenka with a drop shot. It's too good. 8-3. 8-3 Sabalenka. Who high-fives all the random people on the side of this court. Do they even have an off-season? Australian Open's like a month away. Exhibitions are just practice matches, though. They're not. This is not. You know what I mean? Like, I know people get like a little bit like, oh, they all want time off and then they play these tournaments or these matches. It's really just a practice because you know that they're playing practice matches in the off season anyway. This is just televised. You know what I mean? I don't think this 1 hour and a half practice match is really going to bother them. And also, it's very lighthearted, right? It's not very. It's not. They're not stressing. All right, Sabalenka. 6 match points. Oh, and Osaka's gone. I'm not going to play, and I'm going to get a ball kid to play instead. All right, Sabalenka's going to ace a ball kid to finish, and that's. Serving to the forehand of this ball kid. It goes in. Sabalenka gets it back. The ball kid hits it long. No, Sabalenka hits a volley. The ball kid with a backhand. Oh, it's in! What a backhand from this random ball kid. Osaka stays alive. Tell you what, Osaka has gotten Eubanks and a ball kid, and she's won both points. Great backhand. That was a great backhand by that kid. Inside out backhand winner. What the hell? That was actually ridiculous. All right, still match point Sabalenka. Oh, now Sabalenka's changed, and there's some random ball kid in Osaka's playing. As the ball kid backhand to the backhand of Osaka. Ball kid backhand again. This ball kid moves a lot different. The other one was a little bit like, didn't look like she was as tennis pro. This one wins it as well. There it is. What is going on? This is madness. This ball kid beats Osaka with a backhand. Osaka just wasn't ready. She just stood too far back. All right, Sabalenka wins. The ball kids are beating the pros. What the hell? All right, Sabalenka wins. Good fun. The ball kid is my goat, yeah. The ball kids win, yeah. The ball kids did win. The ball kids won. I like that Osaka is enjoying herself on court. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. No, I don't know if I think we might just keep this on the same stream, I think, just to make it easier. I think that's what we'll do. We won't change streams. We'll just keep this going. I'm going to get a new tea, though. 1 second, chap. All right. Now we're going to have Kyrgios playing tennis against Shelton, which is actually a match that I really would like to see in real life. But I also don't... I'm not sure how Kyrgios is physically, so... No, see you later, Abby. Thanks for joining. We will be back tomorrow to do it all again. So the next couple of days, we're doing this. So we will be back tomorrow. Okay. Chris Eubanks is a giant. He is a giant person. All right. All right. All right. All right. $6,000 for tickets? For where? What do you mean? What do you mean $6,000 for a ticket to an exhibition? What, to this or Labour Cup? Oh, Labour Cup? Yeah. All right. Again, I think they're playing a men's singles. I don't know if they're playing a doubles, though. Kyrgios versus Shelton. I don't think they're playing a doubles yet. But they're walking out on court, Shelton and Keegs. Did you go on vacation already, or is it planned for later? No, I went on vacation last week. It was great. It was very chilled. It was very, very relaxing. All right. Indonesia? Yeah, I went to Indonesia. Yep, Sabalenka won. Sabalenka won. Didn't even know this was happening. I know, right? I didn't know this was happening until like yesterday morning. I knew about tomorrow's exhibitions, but I didn't know about today. How was the food? I mean, I didn't really have much Indonesian food. I had a lot of Western food because I was in. I mean, there wasn't. I've had Balinese before, but Indonesian food before, but. Any thrifting in Indonesia? No. No, there's no thrifting in Indonesia. But there are markets, and they do have like market stalls and stuff. A lot of markets. Indonesia's pretty cool. Been there a few times since I'm a neighboring country. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, the weather was super warm. And yeah. Hey, Blunted, thank you for the 26 months. As a club member, appreciate that. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. By the way, Chet, do you like the scoreboard? Do you like the scoreboard like this, or do you like it the other way? I like it like, I think this looks better. Oh, pardon me. I can't complain about Berlin weather when Canadians are in the house. Yeah. Like this one better? This one or this one? All right, let's see how Kyrgios looks. Because he has barely played. I don't even remember the last time Nick Kyrgios played. Australia? Maybe? Was that the last time he played? Oh, he played in Miami. Did he? He played 5 matches this year. Holy cow. He lost to Hashanov in Miami. That was the last time he played. He played Indian Wells, lost to Van der Zandschulp in retirement. He played Australian Open, lost first round. He played Brisbane and lost to Pirikar. So he played 5 matches. He played 5 matches this year. 1 match last year where he lost in He He played 0 matches last year. He played 1 match in 2023. So he's only played...
Kicks, smiling, imp.
Hey, thank you, Blunted, for the donation. Let me do that again. I don't know if it showed up on the screen.
Kicks, smiling, imp.
Cool. Why did Cam delete the Sabalenka video? I didn't. We're watching it. This is the Sabalenka video. Like, this is literally the same video. Yeah, this is the same thing. There's warm up the serves. How many aces are we going to get? Got our first snow in Colorado this week. It was great. Nice. Nice. Let's have an ace off. Random ace off. Okay. All right. You should invite Kyrgios to your stream. That'll be fun. Sabalenka won with an assist of a ball kid. That's true. That is true. Okay. Here we go. Shelton to serve. Shelton tries to rev the crowd up already. They know the assignment. Okay. Let's just see how Keegs looks, because we obviously haven't watched much of him lately. Shelton hits a massive serve down the middle. 143 miles already. Okay, this is going to be ridiculous. And Keegs is like, slow down. Relax. It's not that serious, all right? Relax. Shelton serves. A let. This will be good. I hope so. I don't know if Kyrgios can serve that big. Anymore. I mean, he would have been able to, maybe back in the day. 30 love. As the return goes to the forehand of Shelton. Kyrgios forehand to the slice of Shelton. Kyrgios forehand again. The slice of Shelton. Drop shot is good. Kyrgios gets it. Shelton forehand. Kyrgios slice. Shelton backhand slice. Into the net. Great rally. Both were at the net just doing little little slicey dicey shots. Okay. $30-15. All right, Shelton serves the front of Kyrgios. Kicks it wide. It's 40-30. I had no idea this was live. All right. Shelton holds. One love. Yeah, here we are. Here we are. Why is the chat frozen? Oh, there we go. That's better. It's your mum and sister's birthday today. Oh, Leon, happy birthday to them. Okay. Yeah, we watched Sabalenka before this. So we've just done a big stream. By the way, Chad, what we're talking about before, these are two of the players that know how to do an exhibition. Like these are two guys that know what the unwritten rules of an exhibition are. Entertainment. Both of these guys entertain. They know how to do it. All right, 1-0 Shelton. By the way, tomorrow we've got underarm serve to start. Shelton's first serve of the match was a 143 mile an hour serve. Kyrgios' first serve of the match is an underarm serve. Both unreturnable. Crazy. Keegs knows. He knows how to play this game. As the return goes to Kyrgios. Backhand from Shelton is Kyrgios. Forehand again, the back of Shelton. Into the front of Keegs. Shelton slice. As Kyrgios backhand again, the front of Shelton. Kyrgios. Forehand again to the slice of Shelton. Kyrgios is unloading. The forehand cross court. Shelton gets it. It goes in the net. Keegs is hitting big. Great rally. Uh, 30 love. Shelton forehand. Hit the tape and went in. And Shelton says, I'm so sorry. 30-15. As the return goes in the back of the Kyrgios. Forehand from Shelton to the front of Keegs. Shelton slice. The Kyrgios overhits it. 30-all. Oh, and Kyrgios was going to do an underarm serve again. 30-all second serve. As a return goes in from Shelton, and the drop shot from Keegs. Too good. 40-30. As Shelton hits a return. Nope. It was a fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Shelton. Forward from Kyrgios. Too good. All right. Good pass. Keegs on the board. 1-1. All right. 1-1. What exhibition is it? It's called the Atlanta Cup. One of many. There's 4 exhibitions in the next. There's been 5 exhibitions this week, or over the last week. As Kyrgios hits a tweener lob, Shelton with the volley, and then Kyrgios puts it away. Even Shelton was impressed. He's like, yeah, okay. Front way tweener lob to passing shot winner is ridiculous. But Kyrgios is that's what he does. That's what he does. He does the ridiculous. Love 15. As Kyrgios hits a return, but Shelton wins the point. 15-all. All right, 15-all. Almost time for the Australian Open, I know. 2nd of January is when we start back. We'll get a forehand to the backhand of Kyrgios. Forehand now from Shelton. Into the net. 15-30. Chance for Keegs. By the way, chat, let me know, do you like the new badges, or do you want the old badges? Because I've changed the new badges being slightly different. All right, Shelton with an ace. Whoops. It's 30-all. As a forehand goes into the slice of Keegs, but nope, Shelton hits a winner. Hey, thank you, LA, for the 38 months. All right, Shelton, as he points to his ear, tries to get the crowd going. By the way, Shelton went to college did he go to college in Atlanta? He did, right? Drop shot is no good. Kyrgios with it. What a terrible shot. He did a look away forehand and he hit it out by a mile. 2-1 Shelton. Was he from Florida or was he Georgia? Was it Florida? Florida? Florida. Not Atlanta. Wasn't he? Okay, hang on. He has a connection with it. Is he born in Atlanta? Yeah, he's born. Sorry, he went to college in Florida, but he was born in Atlanta. He was born here. That's what I'm getting confused with. Yeah, so he's from Atlanta. Birthplace Atlanta. Yeah, born in Atlanta. This is where he was born. Want the old ones back? Yeah, Deb, you got to start campaigning with everybody else because only like you and one other person want the old ones back. All right. Kyrgios' serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Kyrgios, Keeks hits a winner. 15 love. All right, 15. Love. As Kyrgios hits it out. 15 all. Oh, puppy. As with a forehand out of the slice of Shelton. Kyrgios forehand again, the backhand of Shelton. As Kyrgios hits a winner down the line, 30-15. All right, 30-15. How was my trip? It was great. It was should have been there for longer. As the return goes out by Shelton, 40-30. But no, it was great. It was great fun. I think next year I want to do more, like weeks away. I just bought Pokemon Diamond. Ooh, nice. All right. All right, it's Kyrgios. Comes to the net, but Shelton passes him. 40-30. Deb, relax. 40-30. Jesus. Kyrgios with an underarm serve. Again, he even told Shelton he was going to do it. 2-2. He even told Shelton he was going to do an underarm serve, and he still got fooled. All right, 2-0. 2-all. Did you get a chance to see any movies? I watched Big Fish. But no, I didn't really watch any movies while I was away. I went to the thrift store yesterday, though, and I found The Shape of Water, which I've been looking for so long. I've got it for $2. So that was good. That was a win. All right, love 15. Hey, DJ, thank you for the 35 months. Goes to the backhand now to the forehand of Kyrgios, and then Shelton with a slice in the net. Love 30. On the cusp of 3 years, yeah. Goes to a default second serve. All right. Love 30. As a backhand from Kyrgios in the net. Whoops. 15-30. Shape of Water is the same director as New Frankenstein, right? Yes. Yes. And I've been looking for The Shape of Water for a while. And I was this close to buying it online because I just couldn't find it. But I'm like, no, I'm going to wait. And then I found it. And I was like, very happy that I found it for $2. All right, 30 all. Shelton trying to stay in front. All right. Shelton serves. A fault. Second serve. Backhand return from Kyrgios into the forehand Shelton. Kyrgios forehand slice. Shelton comes to the net and hits it out. All right, we get the deuce. Yeah, match stats. I mean, it's an exhibition, so that's why there's no match stats. But yeah, you're right. I didn't even realize that match stats weren't updating. But there's no match stats because it's an exhibition. It doesn't matter. But all right, 2-0. Deuce. Kyrgios returned the net. Oof, it was a weird soft return. Oh, and Shelton held. What happened? 3-2. 3-2. I watched Nuremberg the other day. Great movie with your countryman Roscoe's a great actor. Yeah, I heard that movie is super dark, right? Isn't it supposed to be like really I mean, it's a really heavy subject. All right. Is this sudden death, 40-year-old? Yeah, I don't know. I think they just made the rules up. I think they just decided, we'll just play one more point. All right. All right. Kyrgios 15 love. Shelton 3-2. As Kyrgios backhand goes long. 15 all. With a forehand from Kyrgios. Drop shot winner. Okay. 30-15. 30-15. So 30 all. As Kyrgios comes in with a slice forehand. Up goes a lob by Shelton. Oh, Keegs! Did he miss the smash? Did that go in? That looked out. Did that go in? Apparently it went in. All right. 40-30. There's a fault second serve. As Shelton hits a massive return winner. And we get the deuce. Am I playing sudden death? What are we doing? All right, serve and volley, but the volley not required. So they're playing sudden death. They're not doing advantage anymore. They've changed the scores. They've changed the scoring. They're still in sudden death at deuce. They don't give a shit anymore. It's an exhibition. You can just make up the rules. All right, 3-0. As with a forehand from Kyrgios is too short. Drop volley from Shelton is good enough. 15 up. We are going to get 2 tie breaks though, right? I'm pretty sure that feels like what we're going to get, right? All right. 15 love. Yeah, Sabalenka won. Kyrgios, Sabalenka still playing each other? Yeah, they're playing each other after Christmas. This is not the Kyrgios Sabalenka match. They're not playing today. They're playing on the 27th, I think. Forehand now from Shelton to the backhand of Kyrgios. Shelton forehand down the line is a winner. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot from Shelton. 30 love. Beautiful whip forehand winner. Hey, Don, thank you for the 51 months. As a legendary member, appreciate that. When did this match get set up? I know, right? I didn't know this was on until yesterday when I saw a there's a bit of tweener now from Kyrgios, but it goes long. 40 love. I knew the Alcaraz matches were going to be on coming up, but I didn't realize this was going to be a thing. New milestone icons. Yeah, I've changed the icons, the badges to be bronze, silver, and gold. If you got a trophy, you've been here for a long time. All right, Kyrgios tried to do a no-look volley, and he completely stuffed it up. 4-3. Shelton leads. What's different with Shelton's hair? I'm not sure. Hey, thank you, Dutchie, for gifting a membership to David. Appreciate that. All right. All right. 4-3. 4-3. So hype for Fonseca versus Carlos. Yeah, that would be fun. Hopefully it's I mean, look, it will be entertaining. I don't think it won't be boring. I don't think we should take it very seriously because I don't think they will be playing very seriously. They're going to play some ridiculous shots, but they're not going to be playing as if it's worth a Grand Slam, right? By the way, Kyrgios hit a shanked inside-out smash that went nowhere. 15 love. Shelton returns to forehand Kyrgios. Forehand from Shelton sliced. Kyrgios backhand pass. Shelton with the volley goes wide. 30 love. Hey, thank you, Dutchie, for gifting a membership to Kale. $30 love. As the return goes to forehand Kyrgios. Backhand now from Shelton to the forehand Kyrgios. Shelton with the forehand into the net. 40 love. $40 love. And then an ace out wide. All right. 4-0. 4-4. For all. All right, Shelton went with an underarm set, but Kyrgios hits it down the line past him. Shelton tried to out Kyrgios. It didn't work. And he says it out wide the back of the Kyrgios. Forehand from Shelton. Kyrgios forehand. Oh, it's a slap down the middle, and it goes out by a mile. 15-0. As the return goes to forehand. Shelton hits a drop shot. Kyrgios somehow gets it. And then Shelton goes down the line. Oh, Kyrgios got it, but he missed it. Wow. Kyrgios doing a lot of running. 30-15. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back tomorrow to do it all again. These are really the only exhibitions before Christmas, too. I mean, Next Gen Finals is coming up, but we might watch something there. I don't know. But yeah, there are other. I mean, these are the only exhibitions that we're going to watch because Christmas, the World Tennis League is just not as strong as it was the last few years. This year it's not as good. They don't have the big names like they did last year, so it's a bit of a shame. All right. Shelton holds 5-4. All right. Four, 5. Magic TN is good for next gen. Yeah, they won't play till the semis though, or the finals. So we might watch them. We could watch them. Tomorrow's a little earlier for me. I think it's like 2 hours earlier. I think. Because tomorrow is rock. What is it? Something the Rock. What is it? Racket at the Rock or something? I think it's in New Jersey. Kyrgios serving to stay in the set. As Kyrgios down love 30, he's going to get. He looks like he's going to break a. Oh, he's going to break a racket. Love 30. All right. Shelton misses it. It's 15-30. Well, what happened? They keep mucking up the scores. You need to stream the Mickey Mouse Cup? Maybe. We might watch a little bit of it if... We'll see. Backhand, Shelton slice. Here comes the net. Kyrgios pass. Shelton volley. Kyrgios pass. Oh, in the net. That would have been a great backhand pass. Okay. I think it's set point. Well, Kyrgios did an underarm serve tweener. That was ridiculous. All right, set point, Shelton. 30-40. Shelton returns, but it's out. Sudden death. Still set point. Sudden death. As he serves a fault second serve. Serving to the forehand. Shelton return. To the back into Kyrgios. Shelton forehand into the net. Kyrgios holds. 5-5. Cam, that is a really important date. Well, the 18th of December. Whose birthday? 5-5. All right, 5-all. Deja, is it your birthday? That's my guess. It's your birthday. What's it Deb's birthday? On the 18th. It's a Meta Christmas tree. Thank you. You need to stream on my birthday. Sorry, Deb. Your birthday. On the 18th. We might, like I said, we might watch something. 30-15. All right. It's Kyrgios in the net. 40-15. Mine's the 29th. Someone very important on here. I think we figured it out. All right. Shelton holds. 6-5. 6-5. All right. 6-5 Shelton. All right. Kyrgios serving to get to a tiebreak. Now, we figured it out. If it does go to a third set, they're going to play a 10-point tiebreak. All right. Kyrgios serving. He serves a double fault. Love 15. Love 15. As with a forehand now to the slice of Shelton. Forehand now from Kyrgios. Shelton gets it back with a slice. Kyrgios forehand again. Winner. Nice. I tell you, Keegs is playing some good rallies. And he looks like he's playing pain-free. So that's good. As Keegs serves... No, sorry. Shelton returns a massive return winner. 15-30. It does seem like he's not playing in pain, which is good. 15-30. And then he serves an ace on the tee. 30-all. As the return goes into the forehand of Kyrgios. Slice from Shelton goes to forehand of Kyrgios. Kyrgios hits the drop shot winner. 40-30. 40-30. As with a fault from Keegs. Second serve. As Kyrgios holds. I don't know what happened there. Shelton was asking questions too. All right. Normal tiebreak. As Kyrgios hits out in the return. All right. Backhand from Kyrgios and the forehand of Shelton. Backhand Kyrgios again. Shelton slice. Into the backhand of Kyrgios. Shelton with the forehand. Again to the forehand of Kyrgios. Shelton with a drop shot. Kyrgios' forehand goes just wide. That's 2-love Shelton, I think. As Kyrgios serves again. Oh, did that go in? No. Ooh, that was almost crazy by Shelton. Almost. I missed. That would have been crazy. That was so close to being crazy. Hey, Ryan, thank you for the 49 months. Shelton 2-1. Serves a fault. Shelton serves again. Kyrgios hits out in the return. I think it's 4-1. I think it's 4-1. They're not telling me the score. Shelton returns. No. It's a let. Score on the Sabalenka-Osaka match. Sabalenka won in a third set tiebreak. I think it was like 6-3, 4-6, 7-6. That was the score. All right. Kyrgios comes to the net with a volley, but he hits it wide. I think it's 5-1. They change ends. $5-1, possibly. It's an exhibition. Doesn't matter what the score is. All right. Kyrgios serves a fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Shelton. Forward for Kyrgios. Again, the backhand of Shelton sliced. Into the backhand slice of Kyrgios. Shelton. Again, to the slice of Keegs. Keegs in the net. And it could be set point. Could be. I think it's set point. As we get a fault second serve. Was it a backhand return to the forehand shot? And hits a drop shot, but Kyrgios is going to get there. And hit a drop shot in the net. And there's the first set. They're sitting down, so it's the first set. 7-6. First set goes to Shelton. All right, I forgot my tea. I left it over there. All right. First set to Shelton. I'm turning 27 on the 16th. Hey, happy birthday. All right. First set in the bag. All right. By the way, these guys haven't played in real life, I'm pretty sure. How's Kyrgios' level? It's all right. It's more. I think it's more. How does he look physically? Because he doesn't seem like he's holding back. Like on serve, he's still serving big, and like that was probably my biggest concern was to see whether or not he looked, whether or not he could hit the ball hard, and like, he's hitting some big shots. So that's good that he doesn't look sore. He hit the tween up, and then Shelton hit the tween up, and then Kyrgios the backhand pass, Shelton with the volley winner. Too good. It may be 30 love, I don't know. Maybe love 30, maybe 15-0, I don't know. They're not showing me the score. How's the wrist? Well, that's the thing. It looks, it seems like he's okay. He's not holding back, so that's a good thing. As he hits an underarm serve, Shelton comes to net, Kyrgios with a lob. Shelton with a round the leg shot, but it's wide. And it could be 30-15. All right, first serve is a fault. Do you think Kyrgios can play full tour as he looks now? I don't. He never will. Like he hasn't. Even when he was playing well, he wasn't playing full tour. 40-15. Shelton can't get the volley back. Nice serve and volley from Keegs. 1-love. I think next year, like a good year for Kyrgios next year would be play Australia injury free, like get through Australia without getting injured. And then Indian Wells, Miami, maybe go to go to Doha or Dubai, maybe, but probably not likely. Indian Wells, Miami, and then he probably won't play until grass because he never plays clay. So then go play. You know what he'll probably do? He'll probably play Dallas, if anything, in February, if he's going to America because he loves America. Indian Wells, Miami, and then he'll probably play the grass season. He'll skip the clay, and then he'll go to New York and America because he loves, like I said, loves America. And then after that, he probably won't play. Like after the US Open, he probably will chill. That's best case, right? Best case scenario. Because like if I look back to like 22, right, which was his best season, and his last full year, right? He might actually play Tokyo or Shanghai. He does play the Asian swing sometimes. But 2022, this is what his schedule was. Australian Open, Indian Wells, Miami. He then played Houston on the clay, which was a little bit random. But again, he was in the area. Didn't play after that on the clay. Then he played Stuttgart, Halle, Mallorca, Wimbledon, Washington, Canada, Cincinnati, US Open, and Tokyo. So yeah, that was his last full year, but he ended in Tokyo with a walkover. He didn't play, like he stopped at the end of that because he had played a lot of tennis. All right, Shelton holds 1-1. So like I said, I think his schedule, if healthy, will be Australia, might be Brisbane and Australian Open or whatever. Indian Wells, Miami, Stuttgart, Halle, or grass court, and then go to Washington after Wimbledon. Canada, Cincinnati, US Open, but he probably wants to play Laver Cup too. So I think the Laver Cup will also try to be on his schedule. Worst case, he retires in Melbourne. That, but that is also a possibility that he play the Australian Open is his last tournament next year. He retires after the Australian Open next year. Which is, if I had to pick, will he play a full year, what I just mentioned, or will he retire in Australia? I would be leaning towards retire. I don't want him to retire. But I think it's more likely that Melbourne next year will be his last tournament than it is if he's going to play a whole season. It's probably somewhere in between, right? It probably won't be his last Australian Open and probably won't be his last. He probably won't retire, but he also probably won't play the entire year. He'll probably play Wimbledon, US Open, Australian Open, couple of warm-ups, maybe 6, 7 tournaments, maybe 5 tournaments next year if he's healthy. That's probably more realistic that he'll just get wild cards into the big tournaments he needs. But it's Nick Kyrgios. Anything could happen. He could announce his retirement in January and come back in July and play Wimbledon. He could do that. That could be something he does. All right, 15:30. There's Kyrgios forehand to the back of Shelton. Kyrgios forehand again. There's a lob. Oh, it went long. 15:40. But yeah, he is playing, I think, Brisbane before the Australian Open. Shelton returns into the fort of Kyrgios. Shelton backhand pass. Goes wide, and it's 30-40. I'm not sure if... have we had a break yet? Don't think we've had a break of serve yet. All right, 30-40. Shelton forehand to the back of Kyrgios. Shelton forehand again. To the back of Kyrgios. Shelton forehand. Is just long, and we get to sudden death. It's Kyrgios backhand again. The forehand of Shelton. Kyrgios forehand into the forehand of Shelton to the backhand of Kyrgios. Oh, Shelton goes straight down the middle. Did it go in? It did. There's the break. Shelton breaks. 2-1. 2-1. First break of the day, I think. Cam, random question, but do you think Essendon will make the finals next year? Yes. I am a believer. He'd get into the AO off his name and chaos it brings to alone, despite being 6'5", 6'. Look, I think we all can agree, even if you don't like the man, Kyrgios will get wild cards wherever he wants to play. He's one of a few players that when he calls a tournament, they will give him a wild card. There's not many players that are like that. Venus can do that by her resume, but also because she's Venus. Osaka could probably do that if she needed to, last year or the year before. But Kyrgios is one of those guys that, if he says, "Hey, I want to play," they will get him to play. There's no way he's getting turned away for a wild card because he brings too many eyeballs and too many people to the matches. He's too popular to say no to. There's no way that you would deny Kyrgios a wild card. It's automatically going to make your tournament more interesting. Doesn't matter if it's a Grand Slam, if it's in Australia, if it's 250, it doesn't matter. Every tournament wants Nick Kyrgios to play. Like, no matter... Because even if he plays on, like, an outside court, he's going to get, like, a full stadium. I'll tell you what, though. Can we get Fonseca versus Kyrgios? Can we get that? That'd be fun. All right, Shelton with the drop volley winner. It's 30 love. $30 love. As Kyrgios returns, Shelton with a forehand. Kyrgios backhand into the slice of Shelton. As Kyrgios hits a forehand down the line, Shelton gets back, but hits in the net. 30-15. As Kyrgios forehand cross court, Shelton gets up the backhand, but hits in the net. 30-all. 30-all. Chance for Keegs to possibly get back on serve. Return goes into the backhand of Shelton. Shelton overhits it. 30-40. Break back point. And Shelton with a big serve. We get to sudden death. Shelton trying to keep this break. Serving to the back end of Kyrgios. Forehand from Shelton. Kyrgios the pass. Goes long. Shelton holds. 3-1. 3-1. Kyrgios versus Brown would have been quite something. I think they did play, and you can go watch it. Pretty sure they played. Didn't they play in Wimbledon one time? You can literally watch that match. They did play. Yeah, Kyrgios versus Brown, Wimbledon, 2016. You can go watch it. They played. All right, 3-1 Shelton. It happened. That match happened. All right. Kyrgios 30 love. And again, I'm not sure if they're playing a doubles. I'm sure they'll play a doubles after this match. Maybe they won't. Maybe it's not supposed to be. Kyrgios holds. Shelton 3-2. All right. All right. Three, two, Shelton with the break. All right, 3-2. Can Kyrgios get back on serve here? Shelton, it's a volley winner. It's 15 love. $15 love. $15 love. Shelton is a return winner. Or was it a forehand winner? What happened? Yeah, it was a forehand slap down the line. 30 love. Jesus. Massive forehand. 30 love. Turns a default second serve. As Kyrgios hits it out in the return. 40 love. Shelton double faults. All right, 40-15. How big was the fine that Kyrgios wearing red cap at the ceremony again? I don't know. All right, 40-15. Serving the corner Keegs. Point out from Shelton to the back of Kyrgios. Shelton slice. Kyrgios slices it back. Shelton runs around into forehand inside out for a win up. All right, 4-2. Shelton. Four two. 4-2. As Kyrgios gets the 30 love. Whoops. Will Kyrgios beat Sabalenka in Hong Kong? I don't know. Kyrgios serves. A fault. Second serve. All right, as Shelton comes out with a volley. Kyrgios gets it back, but he hits the net. Oh, he fell over the net. And Shelton helps him up. Kyrgios almost broke the net. Almost completely fell over the net. All right. What do you think of Shelton's performance in the ATP finals this year? It's a learning curve for him. Yeah, look, he didn't have the greatest preparation. That's the problem, you know. You know, after the US Open, he lost all his momentum because he got injured. He was off for a while, then he came back, and then when he came back, you know, he did well in Paris, but yeah, I think he just didn't get the best. I don't think he got the best. He didn't get the best preparation for that tournament. He if he got injured at Wimbledon, it would have been maybe different, but I think it was just bad timing for Shelton. You know, he was playing so well, and then he got hurt, and then he only really got Paris to warm up for the ATP finals, and that's not enough. Yeah, he needed more preparation. Exactly. Yeah. All right, 40-30. Oh, God, I keep mucking this up. As Kyrgios tries to hold and keep things close. And he does. All right, Keeg stays in the match. And Shelton's got the set in the break. Okay. Four-3 in the second. So I have no idea who the crowd are cheering, but yeah. All right. Okay. All right, show to serve. Whew. Guessing Kyrgios is very rusty. Like I said, again, Keegs is playing well. Like he's playing, like he's competing well. All right, 30-15. And he doesn't look hurt. That's the big thing, right? He doesn't look injured. He doesn't look sore. He looks healthy. All right, Shelton. Too strong, 40-15. Shelton with the slice. Into the back into Kyrgios. Shelton with the forehand of the stretch. Goes in the net. 40-30. Serve out wide the back into Kyrgios. Kyrgios in the net. 5-3. Shelton. Kyrgios going to serve to stay in the match. On a real note, Kyrgios versus Shelton during a night session at AO would be fun. Oh, yeah. What's a match on the ATP chat that you want to see next year? What is a matchup that you want to see next year? I mean, I wouldn't be mad at this match. If we saw this match next year, I'd be like, yeah, fine. It's not like if I had to pick one match, this wouldn't be the match. But Fonseca Feast, that could be feisty. That could be a fiery clash. Fonseca Shelton, okay. Chapo Tsitsipas, that is random. That is definitely probably less popular than others, but fair enough. Draper Zverev, ooh, that's actually kind of interesting. I don't mind that. Draper Zverev in Australia. That could be interesting. That's a good one. I didn't think of that one. Draper Zverev in Melbourne in like the 4th round. That could be fun. Draper wins. Does he though? I mean, maybe, but also, what a great check of how Zverev is. Like, what's Zverev up to? Like, it's a great test because obviously Draper was cut down with injury this year. Vachereau versus Kyrgios, that would actually be pretty fun, to be honest. That'd be a fun first round next year. But yeah, Draper Zverev is interesting. That's interesting. All right, 30-15. As with a backhand slice from Shelton into the backhand of Kyrgios. Kyrgios hits a wide, 30-0. But yeah, I like that matchup. That's a good matchup. Especially if we get early next year, because obviously Zverev has been one of the most consistent players of his generation. But also Draper is we're all expecting big things from Draper. That'd be fun. Draper Zverev. Have they played? I don't even remember them playing. Because they haven't. Never played. Ooh. That makes it even more interesting. That makes it even more interesting that they've never played. All right. Kyrgios, 40-30. $40-30. All right, sudden death. We somehow went to deuce. I missed it. Anyways, 4 now from Shelton. Goes to 4 to Kyrgios, who shanks along, and there it is. Shelton wins. Shelton gets it done in straight sets. Entertaining. That's what an exhibition's supposed to be. All right. All right. That was good, though. And good to see Kyrgios playing healthy. I think that was the main... To take anything out of these matches, the only thing I take away is that Kyrgios didn't look injured, and he didn't look like he was holding back. Which is great. The result doesn't matter. Because if Shelton was playing serious, it probably would have been a lot more one-sided. Maybe, but maybe not. But Kyrgios, at least he got through. It seemed like he got through healthy. He didn't look. He didn't look like he was playing in pain. That was fun. We'll do it all again tomorrow. Guess we'll see what happens at the AO. Yeah. I think also it's a good for Kyrgios too, because we saw this year, at the start of this year, he played GMP in the first match of his return, and GMP hits a massive serve, and that would affect the wrist. So for him to play against somebody who's hits massive serves, it is a good test for Kyrgios physically, you know. Oh, they're doing mixed doubles. Oh, they are doing mixed doubles. Okay. They're playing mixed doubles. Cool. No, they are playing mixed doubles. I think it'll probably just be one set. Probably just the one set. I wonder what the teams are. I'm going to guess it's going to be Sabalenka, Shelton taking on Kyrgios, Osaka. That's my guess. That's my guess. All right. Are we gonna watch it? I if it's one set, maybe I don't know. We'll see. Osaka teamed up with Kyrgios before. Yeah, I think they'll be. They'll be. I think they'll be. It'll be them. I'm sure it will be because Osaka and Kyrgios have teamed up before. You're right. Shouldn't the high ranked player play with the lowest ranked player? Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. It should probably be Kyrgios Sabalenka versus Shelton versus Shelton Osaka, but I don't think it matters. So I don't think it'll matter. I don't think it'll make a difference because it's an exhibition. But I don't know if they're showing it, so I can't watch it if they're not going to show it. So they might not be showing it, so I can't watch it. And if I can't watch it, then I can't stream. But tomorrow the plan is they're not showing it. Oh well, we're not going to watch it. Tomorrow the plan is, I think it's Pegula and Nisimova first, and then it's Alcaraz. So we'll do that tomorrow, and then on Monday it's it's the same thing. Yeah, they're not showing it, which is strange. Great scene. Thanks. No worries, LA. We'll see you later. Yeah, it was good to just watch a couple of fun matches. We won't have. So tomorrow we got another one, and then the day after that, and then after that we probably won't do anything until after Christmas. And we won't do any. There's no exhibition unless we watch a little bit of next gen finals, but it just depends. Because I don't want to watch. Well, it's the time zones are terrible, so we will see. Let me check. Um, and we know how Cam feels about the next gen final scoring system. Oh god, it's the worst. It's just such a silly system. Anyways, we like the only match that I'm actually, and I think most people are interested in, is Tien Menchik, right? That's the only match that if that happens, we might watch it. But the problem as well is that it starts at like 3 a.m. and I'm not going to wake up at 3 a.m. to watch the next gen finals. Yeah, it's like it's 8 hours difference. That's brutal. Better than UTS or that? Than the UTS or that? Or that? Well, I don't watch the UTS either. But the UTS is an exhibition, so it's different. We can't be so harsh on exhibition, matches. Yeah. I'll just watch it to see because I want to watch a couple of players. Okay, fair enough. But yeah. And then the WTL, let me have a look. The World Tennis League, I think Kyrgios is playing that. But there's not many players playing. Like Kyrgios might be the highest. No, Svitolina might be the highest ranked player playing. Maybe. Because they're playing in India this year. They've changed it. Oh, here we go. So they've got Medvedev. So they've got Monfils, Badosa, Medvedev, Linette, Shapovalov, Svitolina, Kostyuk, Kyrgios. And then they've got Nagel, Bapana there's 8 Indian players playing, but those are the two most recognizable. So yeah, so the team is every team has 2 Indian players. I guess the strongest team would probably be the Falcons with Linette, Medvedev, Bapana. Because Bapana can play the dubs, Medvedev is the best singles player, so the Falcons are probably the best team. How far is India time to Australia, I wonder? No, it's only a couple hours. You know, we could watch Medvedev versus Kyrgios. That could be fun. Or Monfils versus Kyrgios. Like there might look. We might. I'm not going to say we're not watching WTL, but it's early. It starts on the 17th and ends on the 20th. So like it's not even before Christmas. It's not like during Christmas. Look, if there's a matchup that is interesting, maybe we'll watch it. Not making any promises, but Medvedev Kyrgios will be fun. Yeah, I mean, there are some there are potentially some interesting clashes. There could be some interesting matches. But yeah. But tomorrow we're back. We're going to New Jersey, I think. I think New Jersey is the next place. So that's fun. And then we go to Miami for the big one. But thanks for hanging out. We're going to the Shore. I don't know if we're going to New Jersey. I don't know where. It's at the Prudential. Saturday, some arena. Some random arena. I'll be in Jersey tomorrow, but not sure, not the matches. So that's a shame. All right. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow to do it all again. A little bit earlier than today. That was good. I'm glad we got to watch that. That was fun. That was fun. Good to see Kyrgios healthy. Good to see Sabalenka Osaka was definitely the better match. But we're back tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Shelton wins and Sabalenka wins. The higher ranked players won. They're playing doubles, but I can't watch it. Otherwise, we would watch it. Why are they showing the double? That's so annoying. Anyway, whatever. It's an exhibition. I'll see you tomorrow.